So I feel like every movie I'm learning, and with every script I'm learning. So it's just amazing to be here. And I think when you think of Apu Mama, I think anyone for that matter, is his smile, his warmth. He walks into a room and the whole place lights up. You're seeing this about my skin, and I've been breaking out just the last 2 days.
But that's normal.
It's so odd because I've had great skin the last few months, and then all of a sudden.
Hi and welcome to the Indulge podcast with me, Roma Laishram. And like every week, I have someone super special with me in this conversation. I cannot believe that I finally convinced Dhanya Ramkumar to come on the show with me. Dhanya, welcome.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for finally finding time. I know your schedule is chock-a-block with work, but it's Deepavali, it's Rajyotsava, and it's a special time for all of us. So thank you for making it to the show.
Happy Deepavali.
To you too. Let's start at the very beginning. I know you weren't very sure you wanted to become an actress at one point in time, and then you just decided to do it, and then now the story is unfolding every single day. So how did that decision happen?
I feel like there was always that feeling on the inside. I always wanted to be an actor. Having said that, in my family, women weren't always encouraged to act. It had never happened before. So it was something that was, it was like an unknown territory. So I was scared to explore it. So that was probably the reason why I kind of ran away from it. So if anyone asked me if I wanted to act, I would say, no, I'm not interested. It's better to say you don't want to do it than to say I can't do it.
Absolutely.
Right? So that was one big sort of obstacle for me to overcome. And over the years, I think PR, I worked in PR, and that gave me this kind of confidence that I can do it on my own in this world. And that's when I decided to speak to my family about it, that I want to do this. I've always wanted to do this, and maybe this is the right time.
Fabulous. Yeah. Now, you're 4 films old, 5 films old?
5
films old. Nice. How has the experience been? Is it very different from what you thought filming would be like? How different is the reality of the situation?
I could have never imagined that this is what it's like. I mean, I saw it from the outside. I was surrounded by this kind of atmosphere, right? I grew up on film sets. So it's nothing new to me. But for me to be the actor, for me to be the person that has to learn her lines and perform these shots and these scenes, that is a whole other experience, a whole other ball game. And there's never too much preparation that goes into it. So I feel like every movie I'm learning, and with every script I'm learning. So it's just amazing to be here, and I feel there's a certain amount of satisfaction that I get by being on set. And that is something I didn't feel with any other kind of work. So I feel like I'm where I need to be.
Fabulous. You being Rajkumar's granddaughter, huge amount of pressure. I'm sure you're always in the public eye. And I do follow your pages, so I do know how often you can get trolled. Everyone has an opinion. How are you dealing with that? Being someone that everyone expects to live their life in a certain way, look a certain way, behave in a certain way. How has that been for you personally?
So I feel like I mean, apart from the fact that I come from a family, or come from a name or a legacy, it comes with the tag. As an actor, you have to be okay with the fact that you're under the public eye, and your every move is being monitored, and everyone is going to talk about what you're doing and where you're going and who you're talking to, whether you like it or not. So it's up to us to maintain that sort of difference between your personal and public life. And over the years, I think you learn to handle it better. But about the hate and about the pressure, it's just, I think, to each their own. If they don't like me, there's nothing I can do about that. I can go about my job, and someday if they like what I'm doing, maybe they'll appreciate it. For me, it's just about the people that do appreciate my work. I want them to continue to support me. I want to be able to give them better performances that they can sort of root for me with. And that's all I'm looking forward to, really.
Fabulous.
Just do good work and it's enriching the whole experience.
I'm so happy that we finally have an actress in Sandalwood who is living her life, irrespective of what people say. I mean, I follow your Instagram and you
Yeah.
have a wonderfully colorful life. And please, you do you. Keep
Thank
doing
you,
you.
thank you.
Coming to the day that we're doing this interview
Yeah.
for, we also have Kannada Rajyotsava,
Yes.
and you are a proud Kannadathi.
Yes.
So in 2024, what do you feel about being a proud Kannadiga?
See, it's something I want to tell everyone else that stays in Bangalore or Karnataka and might not necessarily be a Kannadathi or a Kannadiga. When you say, when there's a certain amount of imposition that you say is happening in the state or in the city, it's not imposition, it's more us wanting you to sort of be part of our culture,
Got it.
learn our language. So it makes us happy to hear you say those few words. We're not trying to say you need to learn our language to be in our city. No, that's not what we're saying. We're saying you belong to a certain city now, you belong to a certain culture now, you've been living here for a few years now. The least you could do is respect it and just sort of, there's no harm in saying namaskara. You know what I mean? Just learn those few words.
Absolutely.
It makes us so happy to just see that, okay, they're trying to be part of our culture. It's just that I feel like just meeting us halfway would solve all of these problems of, this imposition
Got
and like
it.
we're being too hard on you. There's no such thing. In fact, there's a reason why so many of you are okay to come and settle in Bangalore.
Absolutely.
It's because we've been so accepting of it all these years.
True. Absolute.
That's-
I think that's a lovely message to reiterate that Bangalore has always been, Karnataka for that matter, has always been a place that has welcomed people.
Yes.
And it's at this particular point of time, we're trying to preserve and,
Yeah.
respect our own culture.
Yeah.
So join in, be a
Join
part
in,
of
be a part of
absolute.
it,
Nice. To a little bit more of a sad note, I mean, it's 3 years since we lost Puneet
Yes.
Rajkumar. I know he was very close to you. You're
Yeah.
from the same family. What are your favorite memories of him? I mean, since we're so close to the death anniversary.
I think when you think of Apu Mama, I think anyone for that matter is his smile, his warmth. He walks into a room and the whole place lights up. He might not even know a person. He'll come up to them and he'll ask them, "Hey, how are you? What's your name?
Wow.
What do you do?" He has no reason to be doing that. These are few things that I have watched and I have learned to pick up from him. And just his embrace, it was so warm. And I think that is one thing that I miss the most.
To you, he was
Yes.
more of a mama than a
Yeah,
superstar, right?
he was my mama.
Fabulous,
And he's just without even having to tell me. Andre, can I also speak?
Yeah, of course,
ಅಂದ್ರೆ
please.
ಅವ್ರು ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ಬೇಕಾಗಿರ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ ನಮ್ಗೆ, ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಅವ್ರ ಆಕ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ಇಂದ ನಾವ್ ಕಲ್ತಿರೋದು ತುಂಬಾ ಇದೆ.
Wow.
ಅದು ಐ ಥಿಂಕ್ ದಟ್ ಐ ಮಿಸ್ ದ ಮೋಸ್ಟ್.
We all miss him,
Yeah.
and but hey, thankfully you're taking forward the legacy. A lot of people from your family are into movies right now,
Yes.
and I hope the new generation brings back that kind of positivity that he kind of
Yes.
infused the industry with.
Yeah, he was a life lesson in
Absolutely.
as a whole.
Nice. Well put. You're on the Indulge podcast with me, Romal Laishram, and I am in conversation with Dhanya Ramkumar. Now we're going to go into more personal stuff.
Yeah.
You look fabulous. I've seen you for years. What are the secrets to your skin and your hair care? You have to be honest with our readers. Come on.
You're saying this about my skin, and I've been breaking out just the last 2 days.
But that's normal,
It's so odd because I've had great skin the last few months, and then all of a sudden. But having said that, I think that's just how your skin is. It reacts differently to different kinds of weather.
And
if
you need to be
travel-
at peace with
Yeah,
it.
you have to make peace with it. I used to be that girl that used to not step out of the house.
God.
Second I have a zit, I'm like, no, I'm going to stay in and cry about it. But look at me today, I'm sitting here having this
Proud of you.
podcast with you. So I just guess you have to make peace with your skin.
Okay.
Stop fighting it. Stop picking on it, and eat healthy.
Nice.
Drink lots of water. Of course, there's a lot of skincare that goes into it. Can I mention where I visit?
Yeah,
Yes.
absolutely.
So I visit Maya Medi Spa in Bangalore, and they've been taking care of my skin the last few
Lovely.
years, I would say. So I think you should go in for a regular, how you would go to the doctor. You need a doctor for your skin as well.
Honest,
So I
it's-
would say
yeah.
just go get whatever you need done for your skin according to your skin type, texture. So I won't lie, I do get a few I would say routine checkups done, and that has been keeping my skin at bay. With hair, I use multiple products actually.
Okay.
I think a friend of mine who's a hairstylist, her name is Sarah.
Mm-hmm.
She mentioned to me that how you take care of your skin, how you have different, sort of moisturizers for different timings of the day. You need to be
Absolutely.
doing that for your hair
Very true.
also.
Very true.
So she's told me to use 3 different types of
Okay.
shampoos. Every week.
Okay.
I used to. So there's this product called Keristas.
Yes, yes.
And I find it really, really soothing for my scalp.
I've heard a lot of people
Yeah,
recommend
yeah.
it.
So I use Keristas on one of the days, and this other keratin infused blue shampoo.
Got it.
I'm forgetting the name.
No problem.
So I
but
use
keratin
that.
generally
Yeah,
is good.
yeah.
So, yeah.
So I use these different types of products on different days.
And how do you stay in such great shape?
That even I don't know the answer to, because I'll be honest, I used to be a fitness freak sort of a few years ago, and I think it was kind of reflective in my Instagram and all that. I used to
Absolutely,
post,
yes. Yeah.
but off late I haven't been able to find the time to work out, which is wrong. I should be working out more regularly. I do somehow get in a few hours
Hey,
of yoga
honestly, if
a
you're
week.
blessed and you're staying
Yeah.
in shape without any effort, kudos to that.
But I do somehow try to find time to do some amount of yoga in a week, I would say. But yeah, that's about it. It's very simple. If yoga works for you, yoga works for you.
Got it.
So that's pretty much all I do. I walk around a lot. I have pets at home. So I'm
Fabulous.
playing with them. I'm running around, and it works.
Nice.
Eat healthy. A certain amount of healthy food is required. Like, get your fruits in. Every morning I wake up, I have my blueberries, I have my pomegranate, I have my ABC juice. So that helps.
I'm so happy you talked about your pets. It's Deepavali. That's why
Yes.
we're doing this cover.
Yes.
So, what does Deepavali mean to your childhood memories? Since you have pets, what does
Yes.
it mean to you with pets?
It has changed. I think having pets has definitely changed the idea of Deepavali for me, because crackers, of course, it's, of course, we grew up bursting crackers and watching those rockets fly up and watching those displays in the sky. As much as I'd like to say it's fun, you have to understand that these animals, they don't have a voice.
Absolutely.
So when I see my pets in a corner shivering, I feel so bad, and I really want to tell people that, see, I know I don't want to take away from your fun, but where do you draw the line?
True.
Right, there is a line that needs to be drawn, and there is a certain amount of conscience that you need to kind of have. So have that and try to limit yourselves to a day of maybe fun and like crackers. I don't know what the laws are at the moment, if we are
And I'm
allowed
sure
to
they're
or
going to
not.
ban crackers
Yes,
again, so,
eventually it will happen.
True.
But I would just say, like, have a conscience. Like, look at those poor animals and see them, like, it could be any pet for that matter, not just dogs. You see them sort of suffering in silence, not knowing what to do. They don't know what's going on. And I feel so bad for them, really. I feel so bad. And there are other things that we can do just so we take care of them. There are earmuffs that are available, noise cancelling earmuffs that are available online. So if your pets are okay with that, I would suggest
That's
pet
going
parents.
to be quite a task that you put them onto.
I know. So, but when they're so scared, they
might
don't
just
react.
accept
They
it.
might just
Yeah.
accept it. So those you could sort of
Nice.
use for your pets. But if you're talking about my childhood, then yes, it was filled with a lot of fun. 3 days of just non-stop
Fabulous.
family time. I think the first day would be in my grandparents' house, and every member of the family, the extended family, all of my cousins, we would meet up. We would wear our new clothes,
Lovely.
different clothes for the day and different clothes for the night, and we would go around lighting diyas all around the house. And then, of course, there was dinner, and then the crackers would come in, and the night we would end with, I think, Tata lighting the those 1,000 walas and the big walas. So the biggest one that we had, I think the night would end with Tata lighting one of those.
Lovely.
That was
Such lovely memories.
that was my Deepavali. And then we would go to Shona Mama's house, and we would do the same the following day at his place. So I think Deepavali was a big, huge part of my
Is it
childhood.
one of your favorite festivals?
It is easily my favorite festival,
Nice.
I would say.
Then I'm so happy you're the cover
Yeah,
for
I'm
Deepavali.
so happy.
Super. So now we're going to talk about what you want in the future. You've done 5 films, all of them have been received pretty well. Who are the people you'd like to work with? Are you
Yes.
planning to go beyond Sandalwood? Any other hopes like that for the future in the coming year?
See, I mean, of course, there are certain goals that I have for myself, but I would never like attach those goals with names, because that's when I feel like it gets more. How do I put
Very
it?
true.
You know, if
You're
it does-
limiting yourself,
Yeah,
yeah.
Also, if it doesn't happen, you get
True,
more upset.
true,
So I just feel like for myself, I have goals such as like these many movies a year. I want to have. Audiences from around the country notice me, these kind of goals that I have. So yes, I would like to venture into other industries, and
Lovely.
if but to begin with, I'd like a nice sort of setting for myself in the Kannada industry, and I'm hoping 2025 is the year. So
Fabulous.
let's see.
Let's hope for the best. On that wonderfully positive note,
Yes.
let's end this conversation.
Yes.
Thank you so much for your time. I know it's almost
Yes.
2 days before Deepavali. You're dressed in resplendent clothes. You
Yes.
must have a full day of things to do. So I'm
Yes.
not going to keep you for too
Yes.
long. But before that, I'd like you to please wish our audiences
Yes.
a happy Diwali and a happy Kannada Rajyotsava.
Yes. ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ದೀಪಾವಳಿ ಹಬ್ಬದ ಹಾರ್ದಿಕ ಶುಭಾಶಯಗಳು, ಹಾಗೆ ಕನ್ನಡ ರಾಜ್ಯೋತ್ಸವದ ಹಾರ್ದಿಕ ಶುಭಾಶಯಗಳು. Wishing everyone a very very happy Deepavali. I hope this year, this Deepavali brings you lots of light and lots of joy and lots of happiness and really good health as well.
Fabulous. What a lovely wish to end
Yes.
this podcast on. Thank you so much for your time, Dhanya.
Thank you,
I'm so
Roman.
happy we finally did it.
Yes, I'm really glad we finally got to doing this.
This is Romal signing out of the Indulge podcast. Do tune in every single week for some amazing conversations from the world of lifestyle, entertainment, and the arts and culture. Bye.